Have you ever wondered how aging affects our sexual desires and intimacy? As we grow older, our bodies change, and so does our relationship with pleasure. But here's the surprising truth. Desire doesn't disappear with age, it simply shifts. In this video, we'll explore how masturbation plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy connection with our bodies as we age, and why it's more than just a physical act. Stick with me until the end, because we'll uncover the psychological and physical benefits that come with regular self-stimulation, and how it can enhance both your emotional well-being and overall health. You'll learn how it helps with blood circulation, improves sleep quality, and even boosts self-esteem, crucial factors as we navigate the challenges of aging. But we're not stopping there. We'll also discuss the dangers of excessive masturbation, the risks it poses to your mental health, and how it can impact your relationships with others. If you want to understand how to maintain balance and make the most of intimacy in your later years, this video is for you. So, stay tuned, because this might just change how you view pleasure in your golden years. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Regardless of age, the relationship we have with our bodies and desires is a constant journey, one that evolves with time and reflects the many changes we experience throughout life. In the later stages of life, these changes become even more profound, as the body undergoes natural transformations that affect how we experience pleasure and sexual desire. However, it is important to remember that aging is not a barrier to intimacy or connection with oneself. Instead, it offers a chance to rediscover and redefine the way we experience pleasure. Masturbation, in particular, becomes a deeply personal and meaningful practice that helps older individuals maintain a connection with their bodies, offering not only physical benefits but also emotional solace. As the body ages, hormonal changes are inevitable. Testosterone and estrogen levels decline, altering the intensity and frequency of sexual desire. These shifts in the hormonal system can also impact physical sensitivity, making touch and stimulation feel different than they did in earlier years. But these changes do not signify the end of desire. On the contrary, they represent an opportunity to explore new dimensions of pleasure, ones that are no longer bound by societal pressures or the often unrealistic expectations of youth. This freedom can be incredibly empowering. Masturbation, in this sense, becomes more than a physical act. It is an exploration of self-love, an avenue to understand how the body evolves, and a celebration of the ability to experience pleasure at any stage of life. When I think about this, it feels deeply reassuring to know that even as we grow older, our capacity for connection, with ourselves and with others, remains. Desire doesn't simply disappear. It adapts and transforms, just like every other aspect of our lives. Without the urgency or insecurities that can accompany intimacy in youth, older adults can approach masturbation with a sense of curiosity and acceptance. It becomes a way to reconnect with oneself, to acknowledge and embrace the body as it is, and to rediscover pleasure on one's terms. The benefits of regular masturbation in older age are vast, touching on physical, emotional, and psychological well-being. From a physical standpoint, it plays an essential role in maintaining genital health. Regular self-stimulation increases blood flow to the genital area, which helps prevent tissue atrophy, a condition that can arise when there is limited sexual activity. This improved circulation can also enhance sensitivity, helping to keep the body responsive and healthy. But the physical benefits are only the beginning. The release of endorphins during masturbation has significant psychological advantages. These happy hormones help alleviate stress, reduce anxiety, and lift the mood. Benefits that are especially valuable for older adults who may face challenges such as loneliness, depression, or a sense of isolation. It's remarkable how something as natural as self-pleasure can have such a profound impact on emotional well-being. For many, it becomes a tool for self-care, a moment of joy, and a reminder of their capacity to feel and connect, even in solitude. Another powerful benefit is the improvement in sleep quality that often accompanies masturbation. Many older adults struggle with insomnia or disrupted sleep patterns, and the relaxation that follows self-stimulation can be a natural remedy. This relaxation isn't just physical. It extends to the mind, helping to quiet racing thoughts and creating a sense of calm that makes restful sleep more attainable. Considering how vital sleep is to overall health, affecting everything from immune function to mental clarity, it's heartening to know that such a simple and accessible practice can make such a difference. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. There is also an emotional and philosophical dimension to this practice that deserves recognition. Masturbation in older age can be a deeply affirming experience. It reminds individuals that their bodies, despite the changes brought on by time, are still capable of bringing joy and comfort. It is an act of reclaiming agency over one's body and embracing the beauty of aging with dignity and self-respect. In a world that often devalues the sexual and emotional needs of older adults, this act of self-love is a powerful statement of resilience and self-worth. As I reflect on this, I can't help but feel a profound admiration for the human capacity to adapt and find joy, no matter the stage of life. The ability to experience pleasure, connect with one's body, and celebrate the resilience of the human spirit is a testament to the richness of life itself. Masturbation, when viewed through this lens, becomes a quiet celebration, a reminder that intimacy and self-discovery are not bound by age but rather enriched by the wisdom and experience that come with it. In a society that too often shies away from discussions about aging and intimacy, it's essential to highlight these truths. Aging is not the end of pleasure but an evolution of it. Masturbation offers older individuals the chance to continue exploring their desires, maintaining a connection with their physical selves, and finding joy in their unique ways. This journey of self-discovery is one of life's most enduring gifts, one that deserves to be embraced with open arms and an open heart. At this stage of life, masturbation holds a deeply significant and multifaceted role, encompassing physical, psychological, and emotional dimensions. It is far more than a simple act of pleasure. For many older individuals, it becomes a profound tool for self-discovery and emotional healing. Aging is often accompanied by an overwhelming sense of change. Our bodies transform in ways that can feel beyond our control, and the perception of physical decline can chip away at our confidence and self-image. For some, this loss of control manifests as a disconnect between who they feel they are internally and how they perceive their bodies externally. In this context, masturbation can serve as a powerful act of reclaiming agency over oneself, a way to reconnect with a body that may feel unfamiliar, and to reaffirm the inherent worth that aging does not erase. When we talk about masturbation in the later stages of life, it's important to frame it as a means of fostering self-love, acceptance, and understanding. By engaging in this intimate act, individuals can build a better relationship with their evolving bodies, exploring what feels good and reclaiming a sense of identity tied to their physical selves. This can be particularly valuable for those grappling with the psychological weight of aging, as it offers a personal and empowering way to remind oneself that pleasure, vitality, and connection with the self do not have an expiration date. This practice can contribute positively to emotional well-being by encouraging a healthy body image and bolstering self-esteem, both of which can erode with age if left unchecked. However, as with any activity that brings pleasure, there are complexities and potential pitfalls that deserve attention, particularly when it comes to frequency and intent. Masturbation, while inherently natural and healthy, can become a double-edged sword if it shifts into the realm of compulsion. On a physical level, overstimulation of the genital nerves through excessive masturbation can lead to temporary hypersensitivity or even a reduction in sensitivity. While these effects are typically reversible, they may create a reliance on increasingly intense stimuli to achieve the same level of satisfaction. This dependence can inadvertently foster feelings of frustration or anxiety, as the act may no longer bring the same level of comfort or pleasure it once did. Beyond the physical considerations, the emotional and psychological dimensions of masturbation at this age are equally profound, and perhaps even more impactful. In my experience, Masturbation is often an emotional refuge for older adults facing the inevitable challenges of aging. Loneliness, sadness, and anxiety are common experiences during this stage of life, particularly for those who may have lost partners, seen their social circles shrink, or felt distanced from family. For these individuals, masturbation can serve as a private and accessible way to cope with these emotions, offering a brief respite from the heaviness of their feelings. It can be a way to reclaim a sense of comfort and normalcy when the external world feels cold or isolating. Yet, while masturbation can provide temporary relief from emotional pain, it can also become a trap if it evolves into the sole source of comfort. When this happens, the individual risks withdrawing further into themselves, using self-stimulation as a replacement for the deeper emotional connections they may truly need. Over time, this reliance can deepen the very isolation and loneliness it seeks to alleviate. The person may become caught in a cycle of turning inward, distancing themselves from opportunities for human connection, and inadvertently reinforcing feelings of emotional emptiness. This can lead to a profound sense of alienation, not just from others but also from their potential to find joy and fulfillment through relationships and shared experiences. From my perspective, the importance of maintaining balance and self-awareness in this practice cannot be overstated. Masturbation, when approached mindfully, can be an immensely positive and healing aspect of life, offering a sense of control, comfort, and pleasure. However, it should be seen as one piece of a much larger puzzle of emotional and physical well-being. It should complement, rather than replace, the connections we cultivate with others and the efforts we make to nurture our emotional health. Aging, while often accompanied by challenges, also brings with it the opportunity for profound growth, reflection, and self-compassion. It is a time to honor our needs, both physical and emotional, and to seek fulfillment in ways that embrace the full spectrum of human experience. In this journey, it is crucial to recognize that pleasure and intimacy do not diminish with age, they evolve. Masturbation can be part of this evolution, a reminder that our capacity for joy, connection, and self-expression remains vibrant, even as our bodies change. However, it is equally important to ensure that this practice is balanced with a commitment to building and maintaining relationships, seeking emotional support, and finding ways to feel connected to the world around us. In doing so, we can embrace this stage of life with grace, resilience, and a deep sense of self-worth. The results of medical research on persistent masturbation in older individuals reveal a complex interplay of physical, emotional, and psychological factors. While masturbation, in itself, is not harmful and is a natural expression of human sexuality, excessive or compulsive habits can lead to unintended consequences. Understanding these outcomes requires a compassionate and comprehensive approach, especially as this topic remains shrouded in stigma for many. I feel deeply that this issue deserves an open, empathetic discussion, free from judgment, to help older individuals navigate their sexual health in a fulfilling and balanced way. From a clinical perspective, masturbation is not inherently dangerous. It is a normal part of life and can be beneficial, providing a release of tension, boosting mood, and promoting relaxation. However, as with any activity, moderation is key. Excessive masturbation, especially in older adults, can result in physical and mental fatigue. Studies indicate that compulsive habits may drain energy levels, leaving individuals feeling sluggish and less motivated to engage in other important aspects of life. This can become a significant issue because, in older age, energy conservation and distribution are crucial for maintaining a high quality of life. Physical activities like walking, strength training, or even gardening play an essential role in preserving cardiovascular health, muscle strength, and mobility. When masturbation takes precedence, it can inadvertently sideline these vital activities, contributing to a decline in physical well-being. In my opinion, this is a stark reminder of how balance in every area of life is essential, especially as we age. The emotional impact of excessive masturbation on intimate relationships is another critical area often overlooked. Many older individuals live alone, and masturbation serves as a practical and private way to fulfill sexual desires. This is perfectly normal and can be a healthy expression of self-care. However, For those in relationships, an over-reliance on self-stimulation can sometimes replace the intimacy shared with a partner. I have encountered stories of older couples where one partner increasingly turns to masturbation, leaving the other feeling emotionally neglected or physically unfulfilled. This situation can create a widening gap in the relationship, as the physical separation often mirrors an emotional one. Intimacy is more than just physical. It is about connection, understanding, and vulnerability. When masturbation becomes a barrier to these, it's not just the physical act that is affected, it's the entire dynamic of the partnership. In my view, this highlights the importance of open communication and intentional efforts to rekindle intimacy within a relationship. A balance must be struck to ensure that personal sexual needs do not inadvertently erode the bond between partners. The psychological consequences of excessive masturbation are deeply intertwined with one's upbringing and emotional health. For many older adults, cultural or familial stigmas around sexuality persist well into their later years. Those who were raised in households where sexual expression was viewed as shameful or taboo may find themselves grappling with a cycle of pleasure followed by guilt or regret. This inner conflict can lead to emotional distress, eroding self-esteem, and overall mental health. I have spoken with older individuals who confided in me that while they find solace and comfort in masturbation, they also feel a lingering sense of shame that prevents them from fully enjoying this natural aspect of their lives. This breaks my heart because sexuality, regardless of age, is a vital and beautiful part of being human. It should be celebrated, not shrouded in guilt or societal judgment. To address these emotional challenges, I strongly believe in the power of seeking support. Whether through therapy, open conversations with trusted loved ones, or connecting with communities that foster understanding and acceptance. Therapy, in particular, can provide a safe space to explore these feelings, unlearn harmful stigmas, and develop healthier perspectives on sexuality. Support groups and workshops on sexual wellness can also help individuals embrace their sexuality with confidence and joy. In addition, fostering close, non-judgmental relationships with loved ones can offer emotional security, making it easier to navigate these feelings without isolation. Ultimately, the journey to balance and fulfillment in sexuality during later years is deeply personal, yet profoundly universal. Everyone deserves to experience their sexuality without fear, shame, or regret. At the same time, finding harmony is key, ensuring that sexual habits, including masturbation, complement rather than overshadow other aspects of life such as health, relationships, and emotional well-being. I firmly believe that when we embrace this balance, we not only enhance our joy but also open the door to deeper connections with ourselves and those we care about. In my view, these insights underline a broader truth. Life, even in its later stages, holds infinite potential for growth, love, and pleasure. Masturbation, like any other aspect of human experience, is a tool that can enrich our lives when used wisely. For older individuals, this is not just a matter of sexual health. It's a matter of reclaiming agency, joy, and the full spectrum of what it means to live well. When masturbation becomes an emotional escape rather than a simple act of self-care, it can subtly and silently lead to risks that extend beyond physical health, particularly as it begins to replace genuine interpersonal connections. This is a reality that deserves careful consideration, especially for older individuals who may already face challenges such as isolation, loneliness, or anxiety. The topic of masturbation in older age is often shrouded in myths and stigma, which only serves to deepen confusion and fear. For example, one common misconception is that masturbation accelerates aging or causes irreparable damage to sexual organs. This is entirely unfounded. There is no scientific evidence to suggest that this natural act contributes to premature aging or has any long-term negative effects on the body's sexual functions. Similarly, fears that masturbation causes severe sexual dysfunction or increases the risk of conditions like prostate cancer are not supported by credible research. However, like any activity, when taken to an extreme, masturbation can have unintended consequences. Overindulgence may lead to physical fatigue, emotional detachment, and even a diminished sense of pleasure. This happens because excessive reliance on any single source of gratification can desensitize both the body and mind, reducing the emotional and physical satisfaction that it might otherwise bring. It's a gentle reminder that even the most natural acts, when done without balance, can create a kind of disconnection from the deeper joys of life. In moderation, though, masturbation can serve as a valuable component of self-care, especially in older age when physical and emotional well-being require extra attention. For women, it can play an essential role in maintaining the health of vaginal tissues, improving their flexibility and circulation. This can help alleviate the discomfort that often accompanies aging. For both men and women, masturbation can be a form of stress relief, offering a private moment of relaxation and release during times of anxiety or tension. It allows individuals to reconnect with their bodies and remind themselves that pleasure is not reserved for the young. It is a lifelong right and a vital part of the human experience. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Yet, balance remains key. It's important to examine the reasons behind the desire to masturbate. Is it a healthy expression of natural needs, or is it being used to suppress deeper emotional struggles? For instance, if masturbation becomes a daily or even compulsive habit to escape feelings of loneliness, sadness, or dissatisfaction, it may inadvertently contribute to a cycle of emotional disconnection. This habit can subtly intensify the very emptiness it seeks to soothe, creating a barrier between the individual and the opportunity to build fulfilling relationships or explore other sources of joy and connection. This is why it's essential to diversify the ways we care for our emotional and physical needs. Building meaningful social connections can provide a sense of belonging and warmth that no solitary act can replace. Engaging in hobbies, learning new skills, or exploring physical activities like yoga or gentle exercise can bring new vitality and purpose to life. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or journaling, can also help address the emotional voids that might otherwise be masked by compulsive behaviors. These practices encourage introspection and self-awareness, helping individuals to truly understand what they are seeking and to find healthier, more fulfilling ways to meet those needs. Life in later years is about finding balance and joy in the present moment. Masturbation, when practiced mindfully and in moderation, can be a natural, beneficial part of this journey. It can remind individuals of their capacity for pleasure, their right to self-care, and their ability to connect with themselves on a deeper level. But it should never overshadow the rich tapestry of life's other joys: companionship, creativity, curiosity, and growth. Ultimately, the key is to view masturbation as one small part of a holistic approach to health and well-being. It is neither inherently harmful nor the sole path to comfort and connection. By cultivating a lifestyle that embraces emotional, physical, and social nourishment, individuals can find balance, fulfillment, and a renewed sense of vitality at any age. As we reach the end of this discussion, let's take a moment to reflect. What have you learned from everything we've explored today? Is there one idea or perspective that resonated with you the most? Perhaps it's the importance of balance in self-care, the need to address emotional voids with healthier habits, or the reminder that pleasure and well-being are lifelong pursuits. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share in the comments below one thing you've learned from this video and how you plan to bring it into practice in your own life. Your insights might inspire others and create a community of shared growth and understanding. If you found value in this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content that inspires and informs. Your support means the world to us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.